Okay, people, we're getting ready to crank it up here. Get started here on my college football blog. This is the fourth edition of my college football blog number 4. Today, November 2nd. You don't know who I am. You don't. You will find out shortly. Just kidding. All jokes aside, though, games get pretty serious out here sometimes, don't it? So I want to get into a couple of little things topics I'm talking about. I'm just trying to get to my notes real fast. Mostly, I don't want to talk about basically the top 25, which is interesting because I'm looking through some of the stuff that happened, and we've had some good games yesterday. Some very good games yesterday. So I want to ask you guys some thoughts though. But the games I'm gonna talk about. And yes, Georgia did get upset by North Carolina State, and we got Utah that beat Cincinnati, blew them out terribly, and that was pretty much supposed to be an even Steven game. So what else we gonna talk about here? Yeah, I want to talk about two games in particular. Neither team is ranked, and I would think out of these 4 teams that play each other, 3 of them probably won't even make a bowl game. 2 of them probably for certain probably won't make a bowl game. I want to talk about Minnesota. Oh, excuse me. Right track. Air Force and Air Force and Army. And I saw actually kind of like a version of this game of I think I remember Army runs like a shotgun version of their own offense. I was surprised they ran out of the shotgun. It's very interesting, like an old school football mixed with some new football concept, new school football concepts. I gotta give them props on that. It looked very interesting, very different. Same old wishbone offense, but a little more twist, and they threw a few passes out of that more than they normally do. And I just found that very fascinating to watch. The other thing is, what the heck is going up there in East Lansing going on? I knew Michigan was going to beat them, but doggone it, right now, PJ Fleck is a legitimate Division One coach. Maybe they should hire PJ Fleck, Michigan State, because they look like they're in big trouble. It look like I don't think they're gonna make a bowl game. Wherever I figured out they have to literally win out to see a bowl game. That's gonna be very tough on them. True, they got pretty some winnable games, but Michigan State 0 in the Big Ten, and you can't be 0 in the Big Ten and then expect to go to a bowl game. You don't have enough preseason game. You can't make the NCAA tournament basketball and win for the regular preseason, conference season. And also, you just can't. They're in trouble up there in state. Look like Penn State, like Franklin, the only person getting fired in the conference this year. I'll just say that much. Now the other thing is, what's going on is Miami inconsistent play. They're top ranked. Now they done lost 2 straight weeks to an unranked team. What they going out there in Hurricane Land? I understand that's even a road, and that's you do have some. I'm sure some boosts. All the well people down there in Texas got their program up and running, but doggone it, you guys have got to show up. I guess now with college football is crazy wide open, and of course in Houston, dog, we all hyped up on them, and they get blue. They lose to a losing record, Virginia, West Virginia. Is this like the week of the not safe college football game? I mean, look, there's some upsets in high school football here in Michigan. Particularly, I think, if my memory serves me correct, it was, I think it was Belleville that lost, and they were pretty much even without their 5-star quarterback who was not playing in Michigan. They were still pretty much behaving. At least got the first 2 or 3 rounds of state playoffs. They lost. So you never know. High school, college, pro level, you never know any given Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. You just never know. So, folks, I want to know is who's your 12 teams you pick in the college football playoff? And yes, next week I'll have a lot of time to be watching a lot more games. I will definitely be getting into that very deeply. I tell you this much: it's Indiana, Ohio State, who actually will be in 1 seed in the bracket, and who actually gets the Big Ten title. What if Michigan beats Ohio State? Indiana beats Michigan to play, and what if Michigan beats both of them in the conference tournament, conference playoff, in the Michigan Ohio State matchup? Then what happens? Let's see how this plays out. Well, we got a few more weeks where it gets down to the nitty gritty, but then I gotta be upset alert and be alert. You never know what might happen. With those your rankings off or your playoff chances off and gone. But I think 2 losses will get you in 3 now. But 1 or 2, you're there. Undefeated, of course, you're always gonna be there. All right, I'm done.